Now. There's a camera there, and there.
What made you want to be a part of this movie?
Everything. Initially, Miranda July, she was on my list of directors that I desperately wanted to work with. And so when she approached me, I jumped at the opportunity. And then when I read the script, I was just it was just a breath of fresh air because I'd never read the script. And that is so incredibly rare nowadays in the world of sequels and franchises and remakes. And it reminded me of the golden age of independent film.
Most people want to be Kajillionaires. That's the dream. That's how they get you hooked. Hooked on sugar, hooked on caffeine. Ha ha ha, cry, cry, cry. Me, I prefer to just skim.
So do I.
What is it about Miranda July's work that drew you to it and made you want to work with her?
She is just functioning on another level. She's tuned into something else. And you feel that when you meet her and when you work with her, she's able to see things that you cannot see. It was slightly daunting for me to step into a Miranda July film, or the first Miranda July film that she was not going to star in. That was big shoes to fill.
She learned to forge before she learned to write. Well, actually, that's how she did learn to write.
My favorite movies are the Ocean 11 movies.
This is exactly the kind of thing that I've been wanting.
You've said for this character, you went through a total transformation and had to change everything about yourself. What was that process like for you?
It was fun. It was challenging. You know, it's a lot of work to really fine tune a character like that, where you have to you can't rely on any of your natural instincts. You have to create new ones. And so Miranda and I, the second I signed on, started working on Old Dolio and watching clips and videos and talking about physicalities and picking things that we liked. I mean, I think I practiced how I would put my hair behind my ears hundreds of times, just over and over again until we got it just right.
So what do your parents do, Hon?
Hun, you've never called me that. But you could if it was a job though, right?
One of the most noticeable differences that sticks out right away is her voice. What made you decide to talk like that in that lower register for Old Dolio?
You know, it's funny, Miranda pretends to be different characters sometimes. I think even in some of her art and stuff. And she has this wonderful, deeper voice that she does. And it was certainly inspired by that. It was also inspired by my own voice, because I have a naturally sort of low voice, but I'm a singer as well. And my vocal coach was like, you cannot speak in that low of a register because you'll ruin your voice. So you need to learn how to speak higher. So if I could, I would probably speak a little lower. I would speak in a lower register. And then Old Dolio is even lower than that.
They're my parents.
In what sense?
We split everything 3 ways. We have since I was little. I don't want to do it that way this time.
What message do you hope people take away from this movie?
I feel so many things about this movie, but there's themes of the chosen family in this film, which I think a lot of people have to go through in their own lives. Of, I love you, but I have to get away from you. I mean, I'm sure a lot of queer people can relate to that. You know, it's something that is definitely prevalent in the queer community, the chosen family. And these themes of isolation and connection, which is so relevant now in COVID times. We're all kind of versions of Old Dolio, devoid of touch or anything like that. I think ultimately it's a strange coming of age story, and a story of discovering who you really are, and breaking the cycle